Hey there, it's Big Tony over here at NATG, coming at you with a little beacon rush action. We are here on Springfield map. Okay, this will be entertaining. I'm focusing today on one particular build, and that is, of course, my ultimate Fenrir, which is my favorite ultimate bot of all times. Seriously, this is the quintessential tank. This is the bot that has become basically a titan in and of itself. Now, I'm running this just a little different than I do normally. I've taken off the Ultimate Avenger, which has a nice damage mitigating punch, and I've replaced it with an MK3 Athos. So I've got the damage mitigating weapons in the Punisher Ts that are ultimate, and then I do have the Athos for extra healing. So this should really improve the tankitude of this particular bot. Oh my gosh, that's a hover. And he's a bouncing hover. Okay, let's go ahead and kind of push it down here, and I'm going to make an aggressive move. Let's go for their home spawn point. And someone's throwing cryo rockets at me. I'm going to have to fix that situation in a minute. Let's throw a little protective fire down the field here. Yeah, he's going to step out. There we go. Let's get rid of the crisis. Those Punisher Ts are just vicious. I mean, really, really vicious. Okay, there he is right there. There is, I believe that's a Typhon back there. So, hey, I got a buddy in blue over here. Let's go ahead and we're taking their home spawn point. We've got it. It's a double kill. Now, am I... you guys know, I didn't get my ultimate Phantom. I really, really wanted it. I couldn't get it because it would have been a great supplementary tank to this. But, you know what? I guess I'll just have to make do with this. This thing is a monster. Now, I have not heard if they're going to be re-putting this back out on the battlefield as far as being able to obtain it through leaderboards and through contests, whatever. I have not heard if they're going to be reintroducing this yet. So if you haven't gotten it, a Ultimate Edition Fenrir, for the time being, you're out of luck. But if I hear anything, I will definitely let you guys know. And definitely I'm not going to be sitting there spreading rumors about, I think it's coming in 3 months or in 6 months. I just don't know at this point. So let's, we're sitting here on their home spawn point. Looks like no one is spawning in over here. They're just sitting on the beacons. They're happy to have the majority of the beacons. They're not pushing aggressive. They're not even coming for their home spawn point. So they're not taking this personal. I kind of feel that, when I see someone invade my home spawn point, like bye-bye bots over there, I kind of take that a little personal. That's my home territory. You don't come into my house and push me around. But someone's throwing dunes at me. So yeah, I gotta get down here. We gotta get this cleaned out. Since no one is coming back here whatsoever, let's head on down here. Let's throw a little fire down the field. Looks like we got ourselves a Fenny. They took our spawn point. Someone spawned in, but let's clear that out. We can get rid of the Fenny pretty easy. And I'm getting just smacked with cryo rockets again. Let's go ahead and get that right there. Maybe that wasn't a Fenny the first time. That definitely was a Fenny. What do we got there? Let's just kind of wander by it here. Yeah, no, it was a Fenny. We had 2 Fennies. So, we had 2 Fenrirs sitting down here. We got rid of them. Let's go ahead and work on the links. Now, if I had on the links, I can hunt with the Pascal drone because I like the beefiness of the Pascal drone. But if I had the Seeker drone, it'd be easier to go after the stealthed up lynxes. But definitely, that's not what I'm going for in this build. This isn't a hunter. This is a tank. A true outright beastie M1 Abrams tank of a build. So let's go ahead and push it in. Here comes that. We got a curry right there. Yep. We gotta get that out of there. No. We got the beacon back. I'll take the assist. That works. Let's go ahead and we've got the home beacon. And they're all kind of holed up over there. Okay, there's a build. Bye-bye bots. That's an Eiffel with the Discordia and Tulumpus, or Tumultuous, or whatever you want to call it. The bendy bullets. Massive damage mitigation on those. I mean, I have like 200, 300s. I have hundreds of defense points in this Ultimate Fenrir. That will get rid of all of it except for the 50 defense points that are given to me by my Liesel pilot, which is unmitigatable. So that is a build that can do some real damage to me. So I got to kind of use a little concealment and cover, a little line of effect direct, or in this case, let's just You know what? Let's just charge it. We got a luchador sitting down on their beacon. He's actually taking it I thought for sure he'd come aggressive after me, but he's kind of scooting back, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Let's go ahead, and we got one bot out here. That was a coconut crab, the emoji. And then, do you see that guy who just spawned in right there? He's got an Orochi with thunders. Old school, but I want to get these dunes out here because he was annoying me all the way back when I was across the field. So, oh yeah, I know, you're going to just pound on me with those thunders until I get rid of them. There we go. Now let's finish this guy off right here. Now he's going to run behind cover. Now, in the update that should have dropped already, we've got, there is a new pilot for the Bagley boat, which will get the meter. No. I'm going to take this beacon and I'm going to get rid of you. Ba-boom for the rampage. There's bye-bye bots up there. Like I said, there's a new pilot, and every time that you use your special ability, you teleport to your beacon, you get like 45% of your hit points back. The Bagley ore is going to become a monster. You throw a Pascal drone on there and the right modules. There we go. Took him out. He had nowhere to run to. Bye-bye bots was cornered up against that wall there. He couldn't get out of range, and I was just able to chew on him. So let's hunt some Titans. Like I said, that new pilot for the Bagley ore is going to turn it into a monster. So definitely look for that. I've got 2 Bagley ores already. I've got one. I got Trixie Hope pilot already, and I'm going to get this new pilot to carry that. Oh, do you see that over there? That is a Bergzilier, or how do you pronounce it? Bergzilier. the French sniper, the Bobot. And he can really do some damage to me. I need to make sure I'm getting buildings between me and him. Let's get rid of that Pathfinder right there. Nice. And we're just going to duke it out here with the Rook. But I'm going to stay behind structure here. I am going to make a push for that beacon, but I need to get rid of these Titans first and not let that bow shooter take me out. And, yeah, we're still down. I noticed back at the 7-minute mark, we were down 2 players already. So this is a 4 versus 6 match already. So we're already at a huge disadvantage here. But honestly, otherwise, this is just a pounder match, guys. Look at the beacon bar. It's now down to 3 versus 4. The beacon bar is pretty much even at this point, so it could be anyone's ball game. So I need to go get that beacon. I mean, seriously, I need to get it. But let's go ahead. I can see the bird. He's just sitting over there. I'll just call him Pilot because that's the first part of his handle name. The pilot over there is just waiting for me to step out, and I'm going to take shots on him. So let's go ahead. Just gotta wait for this guy to come out of his transcendence, and then we can chew him up. And now the Indra is one of the Titans that is highly underrated. Boom, we blew him to pieces. Chunks of him went flying. Highly underrated Titan, guys. It's held up since it dropped. I mean, it can go toe to toe with anything. So if you have a Titan, an Indra, and that's what you've been focusing on, keep it going. That thing's a beast. Okay, there he is. Oh, I got lucky. Now, I can take a few shots on him, actually. He's coming this way. He's gotten tired of trying to wait for me. So he's coming forward, which is actually bad news for him, because now he's in my range. He needed to stay out of range and just use the bows, and I'm sure he's got the Vindicators on there. So he could just take pot shots at me from 600, 800, 1,000 meters. He should have done that. But being in range like this, I'm just going to wait for my reload, and we're just going to go after it. This is what I sometimes do too. I get a little too aggressive, and that's what this guy has done. And it's just me left on the battlefield, so it's 1v1. So now it's my sole purpose in the match is to take this guy out of the battlefield. Let's go ahead and just chew him up, and boof! There we go, Titans there. And we've gotten a ton of kills, guys. I mean, and we've actually captured some beacons. I mean, I've got 5, pushing 6 beacons here, guys. We lost it, but I think it was lost by attrition. We lost all the players. I think we could have pulled this off, but we had, I believe, 2 droppers, and then we had the rest just got blown out of existence. Alrighty, 16 kills, 6 beacon caps, chunk of damage, done with 1 singular tank. A slow motion, pounding ultimate Fenrir. Just an absolute beast. Alright guys, what I think we'll do, I'm going to hop into the hangar, I'm going to show you this build, and then we'll wrap this up for you guys. Alrighty guys, we're here in the hangar here. Just going to make a quick rundown for you guys and just show you why this thing is as tough as it is out on the battlefield. Let's just start with the bot itself. Of course, The Fenrir, the standard Fenrir, is a tough bot. Great against other bots, not so great against Titans. This, on the other hand, stands up to Titans. I mean, this basically is a Titan. And let's start here. It has 100 permanent defense points. That right there is huge. That's way more than what the Fenrir has, a standard Fenrir. And then when you have your main cannon down, you're in slow motion, basically brawl mode, or they call it shapeshift mode. I like calling it brawl mode. You're looking at 250 defense points. That's over 70% damage reduction. I mean, that is just absolutely insane, the amount of damage that this thing is just wiping off the table, and you're not having to suffer with it. And of course, when you're in full mode as well, you're talking, 40,000 extra durability. Then you're looking at a 25% damage, gray damage reduction. You're talking, this thing here is very, very tough. And I hope someday down the road they actually offer the chance to try to grind out another one of these. But I have not heard any news on when or if that's happening. But I'm glad I went and got this one, because this one here has made a huge impact on my hanger. But as you can see, very, very tough. So let's go ahead and hop back out here. So you're looking at 250 defense points. The only thing you have to be mindful of is Titan weapons that have damage mitigation. And then, of course, there are specific bot weapons, too, that can cut through, defense points. Webbers, Gauss cannons, things like that. And, of course, you got the Crisis Reaper builds, which can do a pretty hard hit on this. Now, the pilot is the other part of the combination, which makes this very, very tough. So you're looking at 250 defense points. The lethal pilot gives you 50 unmitigatable defense points. Nothing can cut through that. So you've got 300 defense points when you're in full brawl mode right now. And then I've built this specific one to have a ton of extra defense points. So under certain conditions, we're looking at, we have, 300 points, 340, 370 because of the Stubborn Warrior and Adamant Guardian. So you're talking 370 defense points right there. Oh my gosh, that's just absolutely insane. And then I have extra hit points, and then I've got healing going on between the mechanic and the adamant mechanic. So just keep that number in your head, about 370 some points, but fewer or less. Let's call it 370. So the pilot makes a huge impact on it. Now let's look at the drone. The Pascal drone. We're talking big time at 3 different occasions throughout the match. When you're at 70% of your hit points, 50%, and 30%, you're getting a big fix. You're getting big chunks of hit points back. And additional damage output for your robot that's active all the time. And on every kill, you're getting stackable additional damage bonuses up to 5 times. So you're talking big damage. But on threshold release is what helps make this thing super tanky. At 70, 50, and 30, I do believe you get 100 defense points. And they're short term, they're not permanent. But think 370, all of a sudden in a brawl, boom, you're jumping up to 470. Almost 500 defense points, guys. We're talking 90+% of the damage gone that's being inflicted to you, or 89, or it's 90. It's a escalating amount of points you need to get as much damage reduction as possible. We're talking massive amounts of damage just do not affect you. And that happens at 3 different occasions. So that is monstrous. And we still got more to add to this. We're talking modules. We're talking, I got 2 repair amplifiers. Not that it gives you additional benefit. It just lets you stack up quicker to the bonus ability of this specific amplifier. Now, I could, in fact, run an immune reactor instead of a second repair amplifier, but I want to get to that 6% durability loss. I want that back as quick as possible. I want my 25 defense points. So you're thinking, let's look at, you're at 470 some defense points, and then you add 25 more because of this module. You're pushing right at the threshold of 500 defense points. Wow, massive, massive amount. And of course, we have a great damage reduction already. And this gives me a 25%, great damage restored. So already, that top end hit points is not going to come down fast. You're going to be really a tough bot out there. And that's not all. You're looking at the Avalon mothership. which gives you a shield, gives you massive healing, and then of course it does repair a chunk of your gray damage. So between all of those things interacting and playing together, you're talking one of the ultimate tanks that this game has ever created. And to tell you the truth, I'm glad it's in my hangar. And of course, if I ever hear that this thing is going to be available in the, of course, in-game again, that you're going to be able to try to achieve it, I'll let you know as soon as possible, because honestly, if you can get your hands on one of these, I highly recommend it, because it is just absolute beast. Now, for you guys who are running standard Fenrirs, of course, you're dropping, the number of defense points significantly. And a standard Fenrir holds up very, very well against, other bots. Now, if you put a Pascal drone on a standard Fenrir, and say you do have the Liesel pilot, but you don't have the ultimate Fenrir, that pilot gives you 50 unmitigatable defense points on that current Fenrir, on that standard Fenrir. Put the 2 repair amplifiers on there, you've still got a beast. It's not as beasty as that one, but still, it's going to be a tough bot on the battlefield. So, something to be mindful of. If you got a standard Fenrir, you can apply a chunk of this to your standard Fenrir. Pascal drone, even if you got the Wolf pilot, I think Bernadette Wolf, just gives you more hit points. But if you throw a Pascal drone on there, you got these repair amplifiers on there, you got the right mothership for it, you're still going to have a pretty potent bot. Alrighty, guys, time to bail out here. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, give this a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you know when I'm dropping it. Stay safe and healthy, guys. Watch out for each other. And I'll catch you on the battlefield.